Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will show you how to use SQL and how to use basic concept of SQL Server. So that will be very useful for the SQL beginners. So let's start the video. Let me open my SQL Server first. And I am assuming you have installed your SQL in your machine, right? And I'm using SQL version 18.0. So it doesn't matter which version you are using, basic concept are same in all the versions of SQL Server, right? So I have connected at my local host and let me click on new query. So that will open a new query window. Here it is. Let me open also the Object Explorer. Right. So we'll start with what is SQL Server first. So that is some definition available on internet. So I'm going to read it. Like SQL is structured query language, which is a computer language for storing, manipulating and retrieving data stored in a relational database. It means we use SQL to store data in tabular form. And also like MySQL, MS Access, Oracle. So these are some RDBMS which we use to store data in tabular format, right? And why SQL, why it is popular? Because it allows user to access data through RDBMS. We can describe the data, like what kind of field we need to use, right? So these are some advantages of SQL Server. Now come back to a SQL Server query window. So now we'll start with the database. The first thing, how to create a database, right? So there are two ways of creating a database. First one is through query. Let me write the query. Create database and then database name. And here I am taking example of employee, or let's say employee DB. Select the command, click on execute or click on F5, right? It will work same. So you can see commands completed successfully. It means we have created a database. Go to database folder and here it is, employee DB, right? So that is through query. If you want to create through wizard, that is the second way. Let me click on databases, new database. It will open the wizard. Here it is, and here we need to give the database name. For example, test DB. Click on OK. Here it is. So these are two ways. One is through query, second one is through wizard. So let's assuming we'll work on this employee DB, right? Let me also delete it from here. Click on OK and it will delete it, right? So that is how to create a database. And if you want to delete it, first one is right click and click on delete. For example, we need to delete this one through query. How will we do that? There is a command, drop database and database name. Select the query, click on execute or F5. It is deleted. Refresh the databases folder and you can see it has gone. Let me comment it. So this is the way to comment it. Comment the lines in SQL Server. Let me again select it and execute so that it will create again the employee DB database. Let me refresh it. So here it is. Now comes to how we can work in this particular DB. Again, there are two ways. First one is go here. It will show all the databases list. select your particular database like employee DB. So this is the one way. Again, let me show you the another way through query. For example, right now we are in master database, and to use it we will write a command use and the database name. Select the command. See, here it is master database, but when I click on execute, it will change it to employee DB. Means whatever database we'll use in that particular command, it will select that DB, right? So that is how we can create a database, drop a database and use a database. So now let me comment this one also and this one also. So we have completed the database part. Now comes to table, how we can create a table. But before creating a table, I just need to tell you about some data types, like we have nvarchar, varchar, int, big int, float, double, image. So these are some data types, and we use these data types according to our need, what kind of application we are going to use or what kind of module we are creating in our application. So based on that particular module, we design a table. For example, let me create a table here. The command is create table and then table name, and here I am taking name of table like employee details, right? So now after that, create, that is to create a table, create table, table name, and now in this parenthesis we will use the fields like the columns, the what fields should be for that particular table. First one is like ID. I will tell you later about what is this ID. Int comma name. It will use to store name of a employee, and I'm taking the varchar data type. It will store the length and characters of this particular name field. And now I need to specify the length, means how much character it will store. Like name can contain up to 100 characters of length, not more than 100. It can contain less than 100, but it cannot store more than 100, because if we try to store more than 100 characters into this name field, so it will throw an error, right? After name, let me create another field like age. Age should be int, because it cannot be A, B, C, D. It should be 1, 2 in digit form, right? After that, let me also take another field, salary. Okay, salary will take decimal, because it could be in 2 decimal places. So 10 comma 2. 10 means it can take 10 length, and 2 means it will be 2 decimal places, right? And after that, let me close the parenthesis, semicolon. Now let me select the command, click on execute. Command completed successfully. Let me go to this employee DB database. Now the tables, and after that we will find our employee details table inside it. Here it is, employee details. Click on it, expand the columns. We will see ID, name, age, salary. So we have created our table successfully. Now if you want to drop it, select the table name, the same command which we use to drop a database. Here, drop table and table name. Select the command, execute it, refresh the tables folder, and you will see it is gone from here, right? So let me comment this through this 2 hyphen. Let me again create it. Now let me show you how we can see the created table through command. There is a command select star from and then table name. Select the command, click on execute. So here it is showing all the columns: ID, name, age and salary, right? So now let me come to this ID column. Why we use ID? ID is something which SQL should know the uniqueness of that particular employee. For example, name could be same for multiple employees, age also, salary also, but we need some unique value to identify that this row belongs to this particular employee. So for that we need ID, and let me drop it once again. And there is another term, ID int identity. Oops. Identity. This identity means we do not specify value for this particular column. It will auto generate through the SQL server, right? That is the use of identity. And what is this 1 comma 1? 1 means it will start the ID serial from 1, and this second one is it will increment the 1 into this particular serial. It means it will start 1 and it will increment 1 into another row. Let me show you how to do this. Let me create it again. Select the command. Now comes to how to insert the data in this employee details. So there is a command insert into table name. So name, let's say Manoj, age 30, salary for example 50,000. After that values. Select the command, execute it. So you can see one row affected. Now go to the select command. Here are values. Manoj 30, 50,000. So you can see we didn't specify the value for this particular ID column. It auto generated this ID column like 1. So it started it from 1. So let me copy this also, paste it here. Let's say here Vipul 35, 60. Again we have inserted another row. Let me select the command. So you can see first one is 1, so it took 1 and increment 1, so it became 2. So I hope you have cleared the concept of identity 1 comma 1. So whatever number you specify from here, it will start counting from here, and whatever you specify at this place, you will increment after that. All right. So now we have inserted our data. Now also come to this. When I select this select star from employee details and click on execute, it started showing all the fields. But in case if you want only name or age, so how we can achieve that? Let me copy this, paste it here, and a part of using this comma, I'll specify name comma age only. Select it. So you can see it is showing name and age only. So star is showing all the columns, and whatever you want to show, you just use those column names, right? Let me copy both of them. Let me paste it here. Let me change the name Ram 40 70 20 40. Let me insert last two rows. Now select star from. So we have 4 records in this particular table, right? Now let me show you how we can use conditions in our select command. Let me copy this from here and paste it here. So in case if you need the employees which are having age greater than 35, for example, you want to see the data employees having age greater than 35. So how we can get this kind of result set? Here we use where clause. So where age greater than 35. So it means it will give the records only of the employees who are having age greater than 35. Let me select the command, click on execute. You can see we have only one employee Ram whose age is greater than 35. Okay, let me also add another condition. For example, put it age greater than 30 and salary greater than 60,000. It means when you have multiple conditions. Okay, let's execute it. So you can see Ram is the only person having age greater than 30 and salary greater than 60. So you, by this way, you can use multiple search conditions, right? So that is how we can select using multiple filters, or you can say multiple search or multiple conditions, right? After that, if I want to update this particular row or like this particular row Ram, how we can do that? Let me select all the data. For example, we need to update this Vipul salary like 65%. So how we can do that? There is a command update, then table name, then there is a keyword set, and after that which field you want to update, like salary equal whatever updated value 65,000, where now we have to specify for which record we are going to update the data. In our case, we are going to update this 2, where ID is equal to 2, right? Select the data, select the command, execute it, one row affected, select all the data. You can see salary became 65. So by this way we can update our record. And if you also want, you can update multiple columns, like salary 6, like I'm using 68 now, 68, and age is equal to 35. It means, let me put 32. Select the command, click on execute, one row affected, select the data, see 32, 68. So we can also update multiple columns through update command. So that is how we can update the records. Now comes to delete the record. For example, if you want to delete this particular record, this, anyone, how we can do that? There is also a command starting delete from table name employee details. Now where, which record we need to delete it, again where id is equal to, for example we are going to delete this Vipul record, id is equal to 2. Select the command, click on execute, one row affected, go to select staff from employees. See, we have deleted our id2 record which were having Vipul's data. So that is how to delete data from a table, right? After that, let me also show you something. See, right now data is like 50, 70, 40. If you want to make it ascending or descending order, how you can do that? Let me copy this select staff from employee. Now order by salary. By default it takes ascending order. Let me execute this. So you can see 40, 50, 70. And if you want to show the data in descending order, then you have to specify DESC. It means descending. So let me run this command, execute it. So now it is showing 70, 50, 40. It means descending order, right? So this is how we can sort the data. And if you want to sort on multiple columns, then also you can use it, like salary comma age. Let me select the record, click on execute. See, so now it is showing ascending order, 40, 50, 70, 25, 30, 40, right? So after sorting, for example, if you want to, let me add another record in this table, let's say Mohit, or let's say there's another employee with the same name, Manoj, 25, 35, so now we have two records with Manoj. For example, if you want to see all the employees having name with Manoj, how we can do that? There is a command, select star from the table name, where name like. This is the syntax. And here we write the name, whatever value we need to find out. Let me select the command, click on execute. See, we got all the records having Manoj as a name. So this is how we can get similar data, that is using like keyword. Alright, after that, if you want to see the data having same name but unique records, how you can achieve that? There is also another command. Let me write the command, select star from employee details. Distinct star. Sorry, distinct name. See, now Manoj is 2 times in this particular table. If you see, but after this command we got Manoj single time, so it filters the record on unique basis. So that is the use of distinct. It means we get unique values through this keyword. So that is the command to get unique records from a table. Whatever column you need, you just write after that and it will give you the result set. Now, in case if you want, let me show you the complete data. In case if you want to get data by grouping the results. For example, we have a record, we have employee Manoj having 2 rows in this particular table, but I want to see Manoj's total salary, right? Or if you want to see the Manoj employee total salaries, so how we can achieve that? There is a command using group by, select star from employee details, group by name, and let me specify name and sum. Let's say we need to get the total salary, right? Then we need to sum is an inbuilt function of SQL Server. So let me select the command and click on execute. So you can see for Manoj it is showing the single record having salary of 85,000, and if I go to this particular command, 50 and 35 is equal to 85. Let me run it again. So now we have grouped Manoj into a single record and showing the complete salary. All right. So let me recap. I have shown you how to create a database, drop a database, or how to use a database. After that, how we got to know how to create a table with some fields and how to select the data, all the data or the limited fields. And then how to insert data, how to insert records in the table, and then how to see the filter data based on conditions, and then how to update a particular record, and then how to delete a particular record, and then sorting, ascending and descending order. And after that, if you want to get the similar kind of data, we have also seen that. And then how to get the unique records from a table using distinct. This is the command. And finally, how to group the result set using some fields. So that is the summary of today's video. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did so, kindly like, share and comment. And I hope you have subscribed my channel, and if you haven't, kindly subscribe my channel so that whenever I post this kind of videos, you will get the notification at the earliest. So that's it for the today. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.